Hello, I'm Andrew Dinnerstein, Managing Attorney of Gibraltar Title. This week, we're going to discuss some important dates within the contract. If you have any questions, please call us at 954-771-7601. This week, we're going to discuss some important dates in the contract for sale and purchase. Probably the most important date is the effective date, which is the last day on which either the buyer or seller has signed or initialed and delivered the contract to the other party. The effective date is important because it is the date on which many of the timeframes in the contract will begin to run. The next most important date for many people is the closing date, or the date on which the parties anticipate closing to take place. Next, we have the deposit date, or the date on which the deposit is due to be made to the escrow agent. Failure by either party to meet one of the deadlines set forth in the contract will be viewed as a default under the contract and can open the buyer or seller, potentially one of the realtors, to liability due to that default. A couple other important dates in the contract are the inspection period, as well as financing contingency. Missing either of these dates does not necessarily create an event of default for that party that missed the date. However, it may forfeit some very important rights that that party has under the contract. Providing condo documents is a requirement under the contract if you're dealing with a condo. Failure to provide these documents in a timely fashion may result in a buyer canceling late in a transaction. A buyer has 3 days to cancel a contract after receiving these condo documents, regardless of when those documents are provided. Here are some helpful practice tips relating to dates within your contract. First, create a timeline from the effective date of the contract through to the closing date, listing out all important dates along the way. 2. Calendar the dates on your timeline and set reminders a couple days before the expiration of each date so that you can make sure that you're ahead of the game and you do not miss any dates on the contract. Most importantly, don't forget to communicate with the other party in the transaction. If a date is fast approaching and an extension is needed, make that request ahead of time. If you wait until after the expiration of that time frame, you are at the mercy of the other party as to whether or not they will agree to that extension. In conclusion, the purpose of this video is purely to demonstrate some of the important dates in the contract. It is not exhaustive, and there are other dates to consider. If you have any further questions or if a dispute arises relating to a date, please feel free to contact our office so that we can provide further guidance.